You're the host, Ammu.
And fine.
Amma, I keep calling you Ammu. I'll send you.
Any,
Record பண்ண ஆரம்பி அதுக்கப்புறம் कर start teaching.
any Indian company can issue for capital in foreign country. Equity capital இருக்கலாம், debt capital இருக்கலாம். Okay. So there
What's
are
that?
debt capital. Debt means borrowing, like bonds, debentures, etc. Bonds can, right? When bonds are issued, they are going to be majorly either foreign bonds or euro bonds. Generally, euro bonds it is issued in a country but denominated in a currency other than that country's currency. Like if it is issued in India, investor can be anybody, and then it is issued in say American dollars or USD, denominated in USD. Then we say it is a euro issue, right? And shares can be, it can raise by issuing shares also, equity instruments. So these are issued by way of depository receipts. Whether it is global or American, it has to be issued through depository receipts. They cannot issue their share directly to the investors in foreign country. So they'll have to get it converted to depository receipts. What is a depository receipt is, in case a company ABC wants to issue, like for example, see, if ABC Limited wants to issue equity shares, right, in USA, right, it cannot issue its shares directly to the investors. It will appoint a depository. Who's a depository? Who's going to be maintaining the investor base, investors database, and then will be transferring the shares to them. Depository is an institution that is going to help investors maintain their shares in electronic form. Depository is an institution which is going to help investors maintain their shares in electronic form. No more physical issues are there, right? So ABC Limited wants to raise capital by issuing shares in USA. It will appoint a depository there. So it will appoint a depository and give all its shares to the depository. It will say, I want to raise capital and I'm giving you 100 shares. You may issue it in your land and raise 10,000 rupees for me. So 100 rupees is the face value of each share. 10,000 rupees has to be raised to me, given to me. So now what this depository is going to do is, it is going to convert it into depository receipts. It can be 1 share equal to 1 depository receipt, 10 shares equal to 1 depository receipt, etc. It depends on the depository. And it will convert it to depository. When investors subscribe for these shares, they will be given depository receipts. People can so they can buy 2 depository receipts, which means I have purchased 20 shares of the company, right? And once subscription is over, it all gets credited to the Demat account. That is what it means. Demat account is the account that every investor holds with a depository through depository participants. Are you following?
Yeah.
So these are foreign issues, which means any Indian company can raise capital, both equity as well as debt, from a foreign land. And every time the company appoints a depository, surrenders its equity shares, it is called as American depository share. Following?
Why American?
Because it is doing it from America. It is raising capital from America.
Other headquarters are headquarters are.
If it is raised through any other country than America, then we say global depository receipt. Global depository receipt is a common name. Like students is a common name, right? Girls are, because of their gender, we call them girls or boys. Are you following?
Yeah.
Because they are enrolled in the school. Global depository receipts, because they are raised capital, equity capital is being raised by the company across its national and political boundaries. Therefore, we call it as global depository receipts. So the depository receipts are are evidence to shares that are being subscribed by foreign investors. Are you following?
Yeah.
That is what it is. So American depository share means the shares that are surrendered to the depository, and it is denominated in US dollar, and henceforth if it is converted into depository receipt, it will be issued to the investors there.
Doubt இருக்கு கேட்கட்டுமா? Doubt. இல்ல, I was wondering. So if you
Equity capital from foreign land, it has to seek the permission of existing shareholders.
क्वेश्चन,
Yes, please.
कंपनी कैसे कर पाएगा वो चीज?
वही मैं बता रही हूँ अभी, आप सुनोगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा.
copycat.
अम्मा मेरे अकाउंट में क्यों किया?
So listen, so if the company wants to raise capital, it has to from foreign land, it has to seek the permission of existing shareholders, SEBI, Government of India, and then it goes through that. In case it is approved also, there are different levels of ADR. There is over the counter, like it doesn't have to get listed with an exchange. Sometimes what brokers do is, that is called as, there are different levels in, one second. Sponsored. If it is unsponsored, the issuing company is not at all involved. What is an unsponsored is, brokers will buy the shares in bulk of that company, do the job that the company is going to do. But this is off late banned. This is not accepted, prohibited. But so every company has to go through unsponsored route. What is sponsored is, issuing company itself does the job. Issuing company is
I don't get the unsponsored thing. And the unsponsored thing, can I explain once more?
Stock brokers will buy the stock in bulk of the company, right?
Okay, why aren't they allowed to do that?
It is not allowed now because there is a lot of speculation in that activity. They will be the market makers. Because of them, the price will go up. If the issuing company is not involved at all,
Issuing company only buys a lot of the shares?
No, issuing company is not at all involved. People will buy it from the company. People will buy the issuing company shares in bulk.
Yeah.
Go sell it in the foreign country. They will want
okay.
It is not allowed anymore. It was there. It is not allowed anymore.
Okay. Is it allowed in other countries?
No country it is allowed. Not allowed. So any ADR, if it is in level 2, it has to be listed with the stock exchange. And it starts getting traded. Level 1, it can be over the counter. Over the counter means you don't
क्वेश्चन है.
What is your doubt? Yes. So Hari, can we proceed? Yes. So this is what it means. If it is an ADR depository receipt that is raised from the public, and if it is level 2, level 2 means where the company has to go through all the disclosures it has to follow. Whatever things will have to be declared to the stock exchange, it has to be declared. It has to be listed with the foreign exchange also, like American Stock Exchange, New York Stock Exchange, NASDAQ, etc. It will be quoted there, right? And any dividends that the company wants to pay, issuing company wants to pay, it will pay. Supposing it declares as rupees 10 per share and it has raised 100 shares in foreign country, all it will do is pass on 1,000 rupees to the US depository there. Now US depository has to convert all the foreign exchange and then distribute. Therefore, depository receipt does not have, is free from foreign exchange risk as far as the issuer is concerned. Issuing company, according to the issuing company, it does not have any foreign exchange risk. Foreign exchange will go up, go down. It is not bothered. All that it does is 1,000 rupees has to be given to American investors as dividends. It will pass on the 1,000 rupees. And whatever proceeds it has received by issuing these depository receipts, it will receive some capital. That capital will be used for any projects that it is starting in US or paying off any foreign currency debts that the company has. Foreign currency debts means foreign currency borrowings. Therefore, there is no foreign exchange risk at all from the capital that it is raising from depository receipt. Are you following?
Yeah, I think so. Or summary atom kuda.
Summary enna, see, companies allowed to raise capital from foreign land. Indian companies can raise capital from foreign land. It can do by issuing debt instruments, which can be done by way of euro issues. What is euro issue? It is issued in a land but denominated in some other currency than the land's currency. That is one thing. It can issue bonds, it can issue foreign currency convertible instruments, right? And then it can even raise equity capital. Equity capital by way of depository receipts. Direct shares cannot be given to investors in foreign country. It has to convert it to depository receipt. It will appoint one depository in the foreign land, and these shares will be converted to depository receipt. It depends upon the depository, it depends upon the company's value, right? Say 1 share equal to 10 shares equal to 1 depository receipt, or 2 shares equal to 1 depository receipt, etc. So once it is converted, investors will be getting the instrument by way of depository receipt, not as equity capital, right? And the company is going to get money from this. That money which the investors pay, correct? Investors pay to buy the share or depository receipt, that will go to the issuing company. Now what issuing company will do is, this money will not be converted to Indian national rupee. It will be used for call for any foreign project it takes up, or it will be used for any this thing, foreign currency loan it has with some other country, to repay that, for those things. Therefore, no foreign exchange risk. And in case the company wants to pay dividends to the investors there, all it will do is, it will pay in Indian national rupee. If it says every share I am paying Indian investors 10 rupees per share, same way here also, if it has raised 100 shares, it will pay 1000 rupees. 1000 rupees will be paid to the investor depository. This depository has to convert it
Amma,
to and pay the investors.
question है.
Please call me ma'am.
अम्मा,
Call me ma'am.
बस talk. अगर 3 मिनट में.
Can I proceed? Yes. So now what else? This is what is. It happens in American depository receipt. Now what is global? Global means any other country. It's a common name, right? Any other country, but not in US. If it is Europe, they generally call it as European depository receipt or international depository receipt, right? Global is a common name.
Please, Abhinay. Sorry. Amma, can we do is it derivative?
You want to give it a reading? We'll continue tomorrow.
இது ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் இருக்குது because அது பண்ணிருக்கோம் classல. I just lost the first part of it. I don't think
You
it's
just
much.
learn through this. You will know foreign exchange risk. It is raising capital in foreign land, right?
இல்ல I got this point. I got ADR and TDR. இப்பதான் சொல்லி தந்தா. அதான், so I just wanted to ask help with the derivatives because starting I had missed a lot of it. I don't think a lot of it, some of it. So அது ஒரு இது.
You will go sequentially. We will do one thing every day. We will sit for 40 minutes and then learn.
No, we sat for about 20 minutes.
Correct?
ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம், not much. I just want 10 minutes to see what I missed. And இது இப்போ ஏதாவது doubt இருந்தா கேட்டுங்க and I'll just study.
No problem. Go small. Now what is derivative?
It's like a contract where there's an underlying asset. What is it?
Derivative.
So it now basically it's when a person either makes a promise on either to give money on a future either. So so say when the government promises to buy the crops at a certain rate, whether the crops are coming good or coming bad. So it's a contract set contract.
Yeah, but see, derivative pay.
It's an underlying asset.
Right?
Sorry.
It has derived, it has no price for itself. It has derived its price from the underlying asset. The underlying asset could be stock, commodity, foreign exchange, right? Index. So therefore, we call it as derivative. It has derived its price from the underlying asset. No price of its own. That is what we say. So there are different kinds of derivatives. Forward contract. What is a forward contract? Forward contract, see, any contract has two parts, or any transaction has two parts. What are the two parts of the transaction? One is you have a mutual understanding. I will sell commodity A to you at 35 rupees per unit, right?
Hey, Amma, can I ask you for a favor? Can you just order the one derivative X? It's a definition kudundalla. Just 1 second, I'll just write that down.
Sorry? The derivative is an instrument that derives its price from the underlying asset.
Okay, done. Thank you.
Yeah. So forwards means, see, you lock in on a rate today. But before that, let me complete this. Any transaction has two parts: mutual understanding, first of all, mutual agreement rather, mutual agreement, and then delivery. Right?
अम्मा न्यूट्रलाइजिंग कैसे करते हैं वो लोग? ओके बेकार सवाल पूछने के लिए बाय, थैंक यू.
Transaction has two parts, right? So what are the two parts? Mutual agreement. I will give you the commodity A, 6 units of the commodity A at rupees 100 per unit, and the delivery of that commodity will be done on November 5, 2020. So we have both mutually agreed on this, right? You have agreed to purchase it at rupees 100 per unit, 6 units. I have agreed to sell it to you. So we both have agreed on this. Now what is the next part? Upon agreeing this, on 5th November, I should deliver the commodity to you and you should give me the cash. That is called as settlement. Transaction and settlement. Are you following? Mutual agreement is called as transaction. The next part is called as settlement. We both are settling our dues. I will give you the commodity. I have settled my deal. You will give me the money. You have settled your deal. That is what it means, right? So forward, what we do is, see, usually in any spot market, if I buy a share in T plus 2 days, within T plus 2, transaction plus 2 days, I have to transfer the money because I have purchased. And if you have sold it to me, you should have transferred your shares, right? That is how it works. Both of us have worked on our obligations or commitments. So now when we have honored our commitments, obviously the transaction stands settled. Somehow I will get my shares on the due date and somehow you will get your money on the due date. Are you following?
Yeah.
We both have done our duties. Now it is for the exchange and the clearing agent to settle our dues. They will do it at the moment they receive from us. That is their job. So they will be doing it as per what they are doing. Now when I talk about forward, any T plus N days, N will be greater than 2. Transaction plus N days. Today is a transaction. Any day after 2 days is called as T plus N days. Right? I will say after 10 days, I will deliver.
Miss,
See, now forward, what we do, we lock in on today. We lock in on a rate today for a delivery on a set future date for a specific unit of specific commodity. Right? Are you following?
Yeah.
See, now when I say forward, you are locking in on a rate today itself. Right? Agreed upon at 100 rupees per unit.
Please mute him. I can't hear. Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Are to be delivered to you. So 600 rupees you will be paying. I'll give you 6 units of it. On the delivery date, say November 5, if the price goes up to 105 per unit, then also I have to charge you 100 rupees. If it moves down to 95 rupees, you have to pay me that 100 rupees. Right? So forward is you're agreeing upon a rate today, locking upon a rate today of a set commodity of specific units on a set specified date delivery. Are you following?
Yeah.
That is what it is. Forward. Forward may you have an obligation. Whatever is the rate on the day of delivery, you have to go by the rate at which you committed. It's the same with me also. Both the buyer and seller are bound to be delivering on the rate that they had committed upon. Futures is again an exchange traded forward. Forward is over the counter. I have to deliver you the commodity, whereas future, it happens through exchange. Option is the same. You have a choice. On that day,
One second.
yes.
Futures I didn't understand.
Sorry? Future is nothing but same concept-wise. It is the same. Only thing it is traded through the exchange. I cannot say 6 units. They will say minimum 100 units, right? I cannot say on this day, 5th November. They will say you have to, the contract expires on 30th November. Whatever is the exchange rule, I have to go by that only, right?
So they have already made the contract for you. You just have to follow it.
Yes. So if you want futures, I will explain you tomorrow in detail how it works.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Today you understand forward, just forward.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will teach you futures, options, everything tomorrow. Because it will become too confusing if you learn everything.
No, I have done it before. I just wanted to do a revision.
To read it twice or thrice to understand what it is.
No, I understood what they're saying. I didn't get it is forward futures because that was the part where I was sleepy.
Yeah, you're looking in on a rate today itself, right? Or specific.
So can we do till the puts because till that I'll be done because other than to confuse that now.
What?
Yes.
Can we do till puts and then the calls and puts இருக்குல்ல?
அது ஆப்ஷன்ல வரும். நான் உனக்கு சொல்லி தரேன் ஆப்ஷன். கால் ஆப்ஷன்னா எல்லாமே நாளைக்கு
I guess we can do it tomorrow. What time should we do it tomorrow?
Tomorrow what
Because
time?
stop the share.
In the night?
If we're doing in the night, I have to set a time. I can't be up after 11.
Okay.
And ஒரு 10 க்கு முன்னாடியே ஆகணும்.
Yeah.
So
with me.
8 to 9, yeah, 8 to 9 இருக்கலாம். No, wait. Not tomorrow. It can't be at night. I keep forgetting. Srinath's கொஞ்சம் celebration பண்ணணும்ல. Some celebration will happen.
Read through
Just
it.
cake cutting, I guess.
Okay.
So I'll read through it today only. What I'm saying is, can we do it tomorrow in the evening or morning?
Evening is Kartigai. I have to light the lamp.
No, around 2 to 3. Yeah. 2 to no.
Now, morning, let me see how it goes. Finish the Samail and then sit with you.
Okay, but is it not after 7 o'clock?
Okay.
So before 7 and after 3, I guess. Huh?
Not after 7 p.m.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we are having it after 7 p.m., then after 10 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay.
Which will be I would be too sleepy to study then. That's why I was thinking maybe a bit earlier.
Yes. So message me the time tomorrow. I will tell you how it's.
No, I'm free. Before 7, anytime I'm free.
Okay.
Good.
Maybe in the afternoon.
Okay. I'm alright with anything. You can decide whenever you're free.
Okay.